Good morning everyone and welcome to this limited overs contest between two international teams with a great deal to prove today. It's a lovely summer's day here today, a perfect day for watching cricket. The captains are about to toss the coin, so let's get down there and see what happens. Well, joining me in the commentary box for this match is Ian Bishop, and you were out there earlier on. Ian, how does the pitch look?
A very good morning, everyone. It's a good wicket, so it should make for some exciting cricket. I'm really looking forward to play getting underway.
Any thoughts on the possible outcome of this match then, Ian?
Expect the highest quality cricket from these two teams, both of whom really want the mental edge over their opponents by securing victory.
That was for the moment it left the bat. Certainly not hanging around. He's having some problems with his run-up out there.
Super shot. That was 4 runs as soon as he hit it.
That clattered into the hoardings. Oh, that's a superb shot. That was a textbook shot. A beautifully timed shot for 4.
The captain needs to look at his options. His bowlers are getting hammered.
The left-hander to start a new spell. The batsman didn't look comfortable there. Drop ball. So Ian, do you think the extra protection, especially helmets, have changed the way that modern batsmen deal with short pitch bowling?
Well, I've heard the argument that batsmen are now less cautious because of the introduction of helmets. Now, I tend to think a little bit differently. I tend to think that no one still wants to get hit on the head because it can still be a damaging blow. What I think it has done is made batsmen a little more self-assured. Not a great deal, but a little more self-assured in terms of wearing helmets and in looking to take on the challenge of playing the hook and the pull shot against the faster bowlers. So I wouldn't necessarily think...
The off spinner to continue then. No runs scored. Nothing scored there. No run there. No runs there. Another dot. Another over gone. The slow bowler to start a new spell. Bit of a nervy swing at it there. That wasn't far away from the edge of the bat. That's raced away to the fence. He picked that up beautifully. What was the highest point in your Test career?
I've had a number of memorable occasions in my career, and some of them individual. But what gives the most satisfaction in my view is when performances benefit the team and the team ends up doing well. And I'd have to name our victory against India in Barbados during the 90s as one of the best and highest moments of my career, with India chasing 120 odd to win the Test match.
The left-hander to start a new spell. That's 4 all the way. He timed that on drive beautifully. No run taken off that ball. No runs off that delivery. No run there. Four. That was a confident shot. That's beaten the fielder to the fence. That was a really classy shot. Leggy to continue then. He's given that an almighty whack. 6 runs. The batsman was absolutely bamboozled by that one. That should go all the way to the boundary. That clattered into the hoardings. Nothing scored there. No runs off that delivery. Very wild over so far. That's the end of another. Ball. Left hand, right hand opening partnerships can be difficult to bowl at.
Yes, I hated those teams that had a right and left-handed opening pair coming in at the top of the innings for them, because if they were very good at rotating the strike, picking up singles, it means that almost every delivery, or maybe 2 or 3 times and over, I had to be constantly making adjustments to my line in terms of bowling to a left-hander, slanting the ball across him, and then coming back and adjusting the ball to the right-handed batsman. So it's pretty frustrating, and it saps a lot of mental energy out of you as an opening bowler.
Made an over for the bowler. It'll be the medium pacer to start a new spell. That was a mighty hit. That was a very confident shot. Oh, he's dropped it. Another chance goes bad.
That really is not good play.
No run there. No runs there. Gone.
Very safely taken. Soft hands. That's what's important.
Let's have a look at that from another angle. So it's a left-right combination at the crease now. Nothing scored there. Six off the over. Too early on the stroke. Got ball. That's a great way to start. He might have got a hand to that, but he couldn't stop it. Catches win matches, put them down at your peril.
At this level of cricket, you really cannot afford to drop your catches. It's a cracking shot. He really does look in excellent form.
No run taken off that ball. That's 7 runs scored. Final over about to be bowled. That might clear the rope. It has. That came right off the meat of the bat. No run there. He timed that to perfection. He hit that with great power.
Great bowling. He forced the batsman to misjudge that completely.
Twelve off the over so far.
That will bring the innings to a close. It's just very important for openers to hang around. Their priority should be survival. Great bowling. He forced the batsman to misjudge that completely.
First runs of the day now on the scoreboard. Too early on the stroke. Another single. Oh, well held by that spectator. That was a really classy shot. He sent him back. 2 picked up there. Tremendous shot. He found the gap with precision. He's certainly not hanging around. There are the bowling figures. The slow bowler to start a new spell. No runs off that delivery. Bit of a nervy swing, is it there? Tremendous timing. That's a huge six. That was sheer brute force. Out of interest, Ian, were you a proponent of bowling short pitch stuff at the time?
Yes, time has changed, hasn't it? There was that time in history where the fast bowlers wouldn't bowl short deliveries at the opposing fast bowlers. And I think the game has... Out! Only a slight fumble, but safely pounced.
Let's have a look at that again. Absolute concentration required from the new man in.
The captain needs to look at his options.
One more run then. Through the gap, and that'll go for four. He picked the length really early there.
Was beautifully put away for four.
That was a classic cover drive. That wasn't far away from the edge of the bat.
That was a terrible call. He didn't have a hope of making it.
New batsman at the wicket for India. The left-hander to start a new spell. got him!
Great catch. It's important not to miss anything in the field at all.
Let's have a look at that again. So, left hand, right hand pairing at the crease now. He didn't play that one very well. Just one run. Off the mark. Immaculate timing.
That was a cracking shot. He got into such a great position there.
The crowd enjoyed that shot. Very wild over so far. The over goes for 9. The slow bowler to start a new spell. Just one there. No runs scored. That's out.
It was such a lazy shot. He'll regret that when he sees the replay.
This was how the innings ended. So it's a left-right combination at the crease now. When the ball's swinging, why is it important to bowl a fuller length in?
The ball generally tends to swing when it's given a lot of time to move in the air, which means bowling a full length. If you bowl the ball short and hit halfway down the pitch, it doesn't give the ball enough time to swing, and if there is any movement at all after the ball has been pitched short, the batsman has a lot of time to make an adjustment and to see and negotiate that swing. You want to get the batsman coming forward because the ball spends a lot of time in the air and it gives it a lot of time in order to move in the air and off the seam.
The left armour to continue. Everyone had to take cover in the stand there.
The crowd really enjoyed that one.
Six. That came right off the meat of the bat. There's no doubt that Brian Lara is something special, but how would you rate him against some of the other great left-handed batsmen?
Well, they've certainly been great left-handed batsmen in the past. There are one or two of them who might have hit the ball harder. There are one or two of them who might have been more destructive of fast bowling. But as an all-round player, Brian Lara certainly is the greatest of them all for my money. He plays slow bowling particularly well, using his feet, playing the cut, the sweep, the drive, and I think he can be a nightmare to bowl against. He also knows where the gaps are in the field against any type of